Hi everybody, my name's Mark from Rocket 88, back for part 2. From then to now, what's changed? The success on the LM7, the new fuel injected Gen 3s have been good, sales have been very good. And I think people are coming around to the fact that, they're moving away from the old 350 and we're going fuel injection. With that success, a quick stint to the States a little while ago, and I've brought in now Gen 4 and I'm bringing in Gen 5, which is 2014 to current production. Direct injection, variable cam timing. I'm trying to get the 6.2s, they're very hard. The more common ones are the 5.3. Just take the standard 5.3, it outperforms the 6-litre LQ4 and LQ9 straight off the bat. Better on fuel, more torque, and more horsepower. So although it is a smaller engine, because it's new, modern, direct injection, etc., yeah, it's a better way to go. Yes, the price tag is better, but if you want something really new, we're bringing in the newer stuff. I've got it going in my own car. I've worked out all the kinks, so now I'm confident to sell it as a turnkey engine like all the others. And also, we're dabbling now with the V6. We bought a V6 in, again 2014 and higher. The one in my shop is a 2017. It's been sold, it's going into a Forenza, so we're busy doing the wiring, getting it all ready for a turnkey. So this will be an interesting sort of tester, smaller, shorter, and almost the same power as an LM7, but 100 millimeters shorter. So if you've got on a, if you have a space issue, constraint or something like that, this is a type of engine that might appeal to some people out there. Escort's Forenza Vito, for argument's sake, would be a brilliant conversion for a Vito, You're not having nose issues, you're not having radiator constraints and all that. And like I said, it's producing 280 horsepower, 6-speed automatic. That to me is probably the most beneficial of the newer engines. They are 6-speed autos. Forget the old 4 speeds now. You've got to move forward. 6-speed auto, 4.1 first gear, so it's got a brutal first gear on pull-off, 2 gears in overdrive. No, it's phenomenal box, absolutely phenomenal. There's one in my own cruiser, that's why I like it so much. Here we have a turnkey engine from Rocket 88. Basically, this is our test bench. We've got 2 of them, so we can run 2, almost 3 engines, one after the other, which is very important. Sometimes we have quite a turnover, which is nice. The engine's fully serviced, transmission fully serviced, plugs, belts, oils, synthetic, not some rubbish that you can buy from your local corner store that's recycled. I try and put in good stuff. On the bench it goes, as you can see. I'm going to start it up for you guys. We've just turned the ignition key and it's up and running. It'll run for half an hour. We stop it, we start it several times. We do 2 or 3 cold starts in the morning just to make sure everything is good. Wireless silencers are so we can listen for engine noise, engine knocks, rattles, anything like that. We go through, we also turn the transmission, but we go through the gears, make sure the transmission is, we will run it half a dozen times, rev it. Try and basically make sure there's no water leaks, no oil leaks. If there are water leaks and if there are oil leaks, that is down to me to repair, because I'm giving you an engine that doesn't leak oil, doesn't leak water, doesn't have a blown head gasket, etc. We're trying to give you as a running unit as possible, even to, going as far as testing the transmission. And again, it'll be on a laptop so we can check. So we can check all the data on the laptop, temperatures, fans, etc. Alternators charging. We can't test the AC pump, but I've got dozens of those. But yeah, so generally, we tested it as best we can. And if there's ever an issue, you guys just give us a call and we're here to see what we can do for you. If the engine doesn't pass, if it's got a bearing knock, as my little guy here, he didn't fail, you can see over here, no heads, we basically break it up and I use it for parts. If there's a bearing knock, If it's got a head gasket or some issue like that, I'll take care of it. But if it's a terminal, bearing, whatever, the engine gets chucked aside. I use it and break it up for parts, sell parts off it, use parts for other projects and that. So again, we are trying to give you a proper running engine, fully tested. Engine guarantee, not really an issue. We'll have a chat about that because some guys will buy an engine and it takes a year before it comes up and running. So talk to me, I'm here, we can work something out, sort of, guarantee on it. The trannies, I will be dead honest with you, because I cannot load it and simulate it going up a hill, I don't guarantee the trannies. But if there's a transmission issue, you pay for parts, I'll do it for labor free, recon it, chuck it on. But that saying, I've only had 2 transmissions that have failed on me or haven't, on the customer, and we've taken care of that issue. We do our best to catch everything in-house before you guys get it. So you're trying to get a decent unit turnkey. Here we've got the V6 with 7. They're power-wise, they're almost identical, just a little bit smaller on horsepower by about 5 to 10. But look at the size difference. I know this one's a little bit higher on a test bench. We're in the process of wiring it all up. That's why it's got wires and everything here. But that's basically how we get them from the States. They go cleaned, washed. We open the wiring loom up, check it out, the usual story. But this one is going to has been sold to a guy in Mshlanga, and it's going into a Forenza. So it'll be quite an interesting project once this is finished. But you can just see the size-wise. So this is why I bring these things in, the Vitos, Jeep maybe, generally vehicles with a small engine bay, but want some decent power, decent economy, and like I said, it'll even shut down 2 of its cylinders on light cruise, while you're going around a shopping center or whatever. It's brilliant economy wise, and 6-speed box. You're getting modern technology, really modern technology here.